What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the Man City loan report for the 2019-20 season, number 2. We've already done number 1. If you haven't checked that out, go and check that out. That's on my channel. That's the last video that I did. I'll also leave the link to that at the end of this video if you want to go and check out that, where I was speaking about such players as Toshin Adarabayjojo and his impressive loan out at Blackburn Rovers. But in today's video, we're going to be looking at some more Manchester City players that have been out on loan this season. Before we crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help support my channel, then make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 6,000 subscribers, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. You can go and check out my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, which you can find in the description below if you want to go and check me out on there, or it's just popping up on screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on there. That will be much appreciated. In the description below too, you can also find my email if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we're going to start off first by speaking about one of Manchester City's more impressive, he's a first team player, he's going to be more impressive, but one of Man City's more impressive players that has been out on loan, and he's not been out on loan too long. So we're going to speak about Angelino. He's a left back playing for Red Bull Leipzig over in the Bundesliga in Germany. He joined them in January. He is Spanish. Leipzig, though, they have got the choice to be able to sign Angelino permanently in the summer for £25 million. I'm not too sure if they're going to opt to take that deal or not. It's not in a deal negotiating with anything else. It's just straight up sum, £25 million. I saw in the comments below that people are asking for my opinion on a possible swap deal involved with some money and Angelino for Upamecano, but it's not going to be involved in any kind of deal. The contract that is there on offer as per his loan deal is that this deal can be made permanent in the summer for £25 million. At this moment in time, he's made 6 appearances for Red Bull Leipzig, helping them out in the Bundesliga, and he's also been excelling and helping them progress in the Champions League too, to knock out Tottenham Hotspur. And I imagine if the season gets back on track and Angelino continues to impress and doesn't pick up any injuries, I'd be quite surprised if Red Bull Leipzig didn't go for their option to be able to sign him permanently. However, if the season doesn't resume, based on just a few appearances that he's made for them, and they're going to opt to spend £25 million on a player that they've seen less than 10 times, I do not know. But he has started 80% of the games for Leipzig. And so, are they going to take the plunge or not to be able to sign him? That is the question here. He's doing very well out on loan. And I know just how good Angelino is. He was very impressive at PSV Eindhoven. I'm confident if you gave Angelino 2 or 3 seasons at Man City, he'd end up turning into a good quality left back. It's just Man City, with the ambitions that they have, 2 or 3 seasons, we don't really have that for player development, which is why we send players out on loan instead. They develop elsewhere, then come back to Manchester City and we see where they are. And if they're not a suit for Manchester City, we can make profit, which ultimately may well what comes down in this Angelino deal. We ended up bringing him back for less than £10 million. We could be making a good £15 million profit here. He only made 6 appearances for Manchester City, 5 appearances in the Bundesliga. That's 11 appearances yet we're looking to make in league appearances this season, and we could well make £15 million profit, which is good business. But it's all about player development and loan players, and Angelino at this moment in time is making some very good progress being Leipzig's left back. So we'll see what happens in the summer. Now we're going to move on to the next player, and it's D'Margio Wright-Phillips. He's a right winger currently playing for Blackburn. He's English, currently playing Blackburn's under-18s team. I'm just wondering if he could not be doing that at Manchester City instead. I mean, we've got one of the best academies, if not the best academy in the world. Why are we sending him to someone else's academy for a loan? I don't understand. Why not just have him at City's academy and let him excel with the excellent coaches and the facilities that we've got here, rather than having his progress be made elsewhere? Like, I could understand if he was playing for Blackburn's senior team and stuff, and he was getting regular first team playing action, but that isn't the case. So I just don't understand, honestly. I feel like this is a little bit of a waste of a loan, but he's got all the potential in the world. He's got Sean Wright-Phillips, the former Manchester City man, as his father, as his grandfather. He's got Ian Wright. He's got footballing genes spreading about all through his veins. So I've no doubt that D'Margio Wright-Phillips will turn into a top quality player. I'd just like to see his progress be made at Manchester City. Give him a season, 2 seasons, even 3 seasons at City's academy. See where he goes from there. Assess the situation in 2 or 3 years. Then go back from there and see what potentially has, and get him some first team experience from there. But playing for Blackburn's under 18s, honestly, Don't understand, but there we go. Next player we're going to speak about is Pedro Porro. He's a right back currently playing for Real Valladolid over in La Liga. He's Spanish. He's made 13 appearances this season, scoring no goals and getting no assists. Wouldn't really expect too many stats from a right back, but he's very much a rotated player in La Liga at this moment in time with Valladolid. He's had a small 2-week injury, which doesn't really apprehend why he's only made 13 appearances this season. Let's not forget City signed him from Girona for £11 million in the summer, so I've been looking for him to be getting regular playing time, and he doesn't seem to be getting that at Real Valladolid. So I'm just wondering if a drop down the league just to get his profile boosted up, maybe dropping down to the second division in Spain, getting regular playing time, let him impress, because there's no doubt he's a very good right back, then get his profile up, then move him up to La Liga. I mean, he's already had a season though with Girona and stuff, so I don't know. It was a risk that City obviously were prepared to make in their loaning of Pedro Porro. It doesn't seem to have worked out. Maybe loaning him elsewhere in Europe somewhere. I'm not necessarily suggesting England, but maybe having a look at one of the other leagues instead. City like sending players to the Eredivisie. Maybe something like that might work better for Pedro Porro. All I know is player development. They have to be getting regular playing time to be able to develop. If they're a rotated player, a sitting on the bench player, what does that do for progress? You know what I mean? City's got a great academy. Like, they could sit on the bench here and not do anything and show as much progress as starting just a handful of games for another club. So it's all about regular playing time, and that is what I would be looking for in City. Like I've said yesterday, and I'll say again today, they must get the loans right. Player development, they must be right. The club that they're going to must be regular playing time for them. It must be a player that they need in a position that they need, then they can play, prosper and excel, because these players are not rubbish players. City don't sign rubbish players. They sign the best prospects out there. They just need to live up to it, and getting regular playing time, in my opinion, is the best way of that happening. If they're not going to get that, leave them at our academy and let them have the great facilities and coaches to be able to achieve their potential until the time is right for them to go and get regular playing time, wherever that may be. Now, move on to the next player. It's Itakura, is that how you say his name? Anyway, he's a centre-back playing for Groningen over in the Eridivisie. He's Japanese, 22 appearances for him. Started nearly 70% of their games. No goals, no assists. That's not too bad at all. He seems to be developing very nicely. He is, however, though, 23 years old, so I'm hoping that his future, considering he's not a teenager, he's not 18, 19 years old, he's now 23, he's going into the peak parts of his career. I'd say from around 22, 23, right through to around 31, 32 years old, heading towards their peak, so it's important we can get his future sorted for the sake of Itakura instead. So I feel like a permanent move in the summer would be best for his development, and also it's, well, better all round for everybody. Now, like I said, he's 23 years old, it's up to him now to go and prove himself and make a permanent move away from Manchester City and go and prove himself somewhere else. Now, the last player that we're going to be speaking about is Matt Smith, defensive midfielder, played down in London for Queen's Park Rangers from the summer through to Christmas. Then in January he rejoined Manchester City before immediately being loaned back out in London again, and this time to Charlton, so both teams in the Championship in the English Football League. He is Welsh. Now, he had an amazing time out on loan last season. One of the best prospects that excelled last season in my loan reports at FC Twente, and he's clearly a fantastic player, and I was calling last year for him to be staying at Manchester City, give him pre-season, see what he can do, assess the situation from there. Instead, City decided to loan him out, send him to the Championship, a hard competitive league full of top quality teams. Started 2 games in the Championship this season in both of his loan spells. 8 times he's come from the bench. He started a couple of games at the start of his loan at Queen's Park Rangers, fell down the pecking order, didn't feature, went to Charlton, started a couple of games, and then they've sat him on the bench since around middle of February, I think, and then he's just kind of just sat on the bench and not really been doing much. And it's such a shame, because Matt Smith is such a top quality young football player, and I really thought that a move to the Championship was the right move for him. I thought he'd do really well. Defensive midfielder, he's a really good top quality player. He just needs regular playing time, and obviously QPR and Charlton aren't the clubs where he was going to get that. But I said it yesterday, like, get them to the right club. It might not be in that division, it might be just send them to another club. It just promised them first team football. They get first team football, bam, see what happens with Toshin Adarabayoyo, and I'm confident the same will be done for Matt Smith too. So where will his future lie? Will it be another Championship club? Will it be a drop down? It's been a kind of a waste of a loan and a year in his development, which is such a shame. Is his future going to lie abroad? We'll wait and see in the summer of what Man City do, but such a shame with Matt Smith, top quality player. I'm hoping that he can have a better time if he does go out on loan next season. City do find the right club for him. It's important that City get these loans right. So there we go, that has been the video. Don't forget, we'll be back again tomorrow for Manchester City's loan report through. We're going to be speaking about Philip Sandler, Claudio Gomez, Zach Stefan, Alex Garcia and Lucas Nemicha. So make sure you stay tuned for that with the loan reports on more of Manchester City's progress. Go check out my loan report one if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. You can also find my social media links, which you can find in description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Slap a thumbs up, a like on this video if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, also leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City loan report. So I've been JSGC. Hope you're all staying safe and well out there. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Peace. Ciao for now.